Hi everyone, Michael Ingledew from TDW, and this week we're going to look at the 5 tips for a successful TD strategy. Check. Is the microphone on? Okay, I think we're ready. Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's YouTube tutorial from TDW. And what we're going to look at today are some of the questions that we ask organisations, or the sort of things that we look at when we go into organisations when they ask us for help with their TD and their TD strategy. This is an excerpt from a 2-hour workshop that we've recently recorded and we've placed online. It's a presentation that we gave at TDW Live last year, and it raised a lot of questions, a lot of debate, and a lot of food for thought. So members can go over and create their account on TDW, and you can look at this workshop that we gave last year at the conference. So what are the 5 things that we look at when we go into an organisation? Now, these are the 5 things we're giving you. There might be 30 things that we look at, but these are kind of the 5 first things that we look at. First of all, we look at the end user. What is it our organisation wants to achieve with our end user? Now, end user is also synonymous with customer. Okay, who is going to be using our data? What is it they're going to be doing with it? And how do we want them to do it? So we look at the end user, the customer. We also look at the role of specifications. And in the workshop, we talk a lot about specifications and whether specifications are right or wrong for your organization is really, really important. Sometimes, not always, specifications are seen as the end game. And they are not the end game. They are a means to an end. And sometimes you have to be honest, and specifications may not be right for your organisation. We also sit and talk to the IT department, and we try to understand the infrastructure and where the infrastructure within the organisation is going, because that has a material effect on how we can produce data and how we want to deploy data. But not only that, we sit and we try and understand what it is that organizations want to achieve from technology, because there are many people that just say, we want iPad. Okay, but what does that mean? How is that going to impact on your business? How can we maintain that going forward? How do we know our users actually want iPad? So we look at the infrastructure, we look at the technology, and those organizations that are not aware or familiar or understand what's available, we help them understand. So look at infrastructure and technology, very important. A great thing that is often overlooked is the in-house skills that you may or may not have, or you may need to acquire, or you may need to just outsource the whole tech data problem for your organizations. There are many great focused technical authoring houses, technical illustrations houses, tech data professionals out there that will happily own your tech data problem for you. Now, the problem with that, and we discuss it in the workshop, is that introduces other business problems for you. But we do look at the readily available of skills in your area, and what you're actually looking for from your TD might mean that you have to look at a specific skill set for your particular data requirements. One thing that gets forgotten is that when we talk about TD or tech data or tech docs traditionally, a lot of people automatically assume we're talking about text. You need to also think about graphics. Now, graphics in itself is becoming a bit of an old, outdated term, because graphics in the mind of many produces an image, no pun intended, that is now becoming outdated, because we're now talking about supporting information for text. Or indeed, if you plan to use text, you might just wish to go down a video environment, which is something else we talk about on the workshop. Augmented reality, all of these kind of things are something else that you should consider, you should look at, and you should understand, and then look at infrastructure, skills, specifications, and all of those things that surround how you're actually going to produce your information. Now, we go into much more detail over on the workshop and all of these things, but this is the short tutorial for YouTube, our top 5 things that we look at and we discuss with organizations. You can now get your latest copy of the TDW magazine, which is available online, or you can order your printed copy directly through member services. And if you want to know more, we're going to talk more about these issues and more at TDW Live this year, which will be held again in the United Kingdom in November, and we will be launching and announcing the early bird rates. I know a number of you have already registered and want to be made aware when rates are available. We've set the rates, we're going to make them available in April. I hope you found these 5 tips interesting to you. If you want to know more, sign up to TDW, come on over and do the 2-hour workshop, which is, we've broken it into 30-minute slots so you can take it in bite sizes, and we hope that you find it really interesting. Again, if you like what you see, please subscribe below. If you have some comments, suggestions, concerns, or disagree with what we're saying, please send over your comments to us at Member Services, or leave a comment below, no problem at all. Remember, now you can create your free account on TDW. Head on over to Tech Data World, look at the create account link, and you can get access to more tutorials like this for free. But of course, there's a members area which we hope you would also be interested in. So again, I'm Michael Ingledew. I hope you found these 5 tips very useful and interesting to you, and I hope you enjoy the workshop.